All right, yesterday we talked a little bit about the market profile of the spoofs. Today we're going to go over the Nasdaq. Again, Nasdaq has been lifted entirely. Pretty much 40% of the Nasdaq now is the index is based on Apple. So relating very quickly to Apple, you can see Nasdaq ran to new highs yesterday as Apple did, and Apple fell off today and went from 630, where we hit 632 or so, and then traded all the way back down to 618.50 today. But more importantly, the profile here, you can see, and we're trading right around 27.35 as we speak, and we've made a new weekly low on the Nasdaq and are looking probably to be a little tired. Kind of the same thing that we saw on the ES yesterday. This market is now third day into the new April month, and running into a holiday shortened week here with Good Friday coming up. This market is looking a little heavy, a little tired. Again, the first week you can see this pretty clearly that we are beginning the breakdown. So today, again, we had breakdown towards the end of the month, Thursday, and then reversal, breakdown, reversal, and then a gap up, bust through on Monday on that day, and then we proceeded to make a new high for the year on the NQ, but then failed again. The anti-momentum market continues to do its magic here. So 21.91 all the way down to 27.24 today. So around 67 points, or almost 3%, almost a 3% move down on the Nasdaq from yesterday's high to today's low. So that's pretty significant. For the bulls to be back in charge here, we're going to have to take out a new high. It's that simple the way I look at the markets here from a short-term trading perspective. So any rallies that you get from this 27.91 to 27.24 tomorrow or the next day probably would be areas to look to sell. And again, you can see it pretty clear on the profile somewhere. Again, this 27.55 to 75 area right in here would probably be a good area. So let's look back a week further just to see where we're coming to, and we're coming to support here right where we kind of came to today, 27.25. That's where we hit, and you can see that was kind of the point of control from the 23rd, and so we're coming back into that area going back 2 weeks. So Nasdaq, again, to us looking pretty heavy from a trading perspective, and again we're just talking the next couple weeks. Unless we make a new high here, you want to be a seller of moves higher on the profile. Intraday, there's been some real nice moves. Again, 27.60 gap down today, which was down almost 20 points on the open for the Nasdaq, and then proceeded to go down nearly another 40 points. So remember, we closed yesterday. We came into this breakdown area of 27.80 and actually traded up to 27.82 or so. But all we did is fill that gap from the IB, the broken morning zone. Today we couldn't even get back to that. That was around 27.50. Again, but if you came into that 27.50 to 27.75 area tomorrow, you could probably leg into a short scale as long as you don't see a new high here on the Nasdaq. This is looking pretty weak to us. All right, until tomorrow, peace. Have a good one.